What's up, guys? We're going to be pulling off the carburetor off the truck today and rebuilding it. This should be pretty exciting because I have not rebuilt a carburetor in I don't know how long, like 10 years probably. So we're gonna go ahead and pop the hood here and get to removing the carburetor, and then we'll get it all laid out and everything with all the pieces, and we'll go through the process of rebuilding it. So let's get started. All right, now we got the carburetor off. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my little bucket thing I got here. And let's just take a peek to see how clean it is in that. Oh, look at that! It's actually really clean in there. And while I have this all off, I got detail brushes. Guess what I'm gonna do? This is all gonna get cleaned. Hell yeah! All right, carb's off. Let's get her over to the table and get it crack-a-leckin'. What we got going on down here, guy? Woo! Little Sandaroo.
Done. Oakley shades.
Some Oakley shades. Look at you, big pimpin'. So what are you doing with it? You're bondoing today, right?
Yeah.
Bondo to make it all the same piece as the other. So there's going to be a lot of you running to the other side of the truck, probably, right, to look at it.
Oh, we got the rough shape right here.
Well, it is a very rough shape, yes.
It'll
Get shaped the right way though when you're done. I mean, I imagine you probably got all your tools and body hammers, and you're going to do a lot of beating and grinding and sanding and bondoing.
It'll be an all-day process.
Yeah, well, that's like you said, you like these old vehicles because why?
Metal.
You can bang them into shape, right?
You can
Metal.
just hammer them into shape whenever you want to.
Well, sweet. We'll
But I do
check.
hate restoration work.
Fair. Well, fair enough. That's why I'm forcing you to do it. He's actually a prisoner at my house. All right. Well, we're gonna get to rebuilding this carburetor. You have fun with that, bud. That's out of the carburetor. We just dumped it out. That is rust. Yeah. This is gonna be a fun process.
Yep.
All right. Let's get to taking it apart. Just get everything laid out, and then we're gonna start pulling apart the carburetor. We're gonna have to take the bowls off, take the choke out, clean everything, and then start replacing valves and gaskets and shit. And we have the instructions because I haven't done this in like I don't fucking know how long. Many moons.
How many moons?
The most moons.
Many most moons?
Many most moons. How are you doing over there, bud?
I'm gonna mix it.
Oh, you're gonna mix the mud?
Oh, yes.
You want a bigger piece? Oh, you got.
Yeah, I need a screw.
Where have you been hiding that cardboard in my garage?
In the corner. That's
Oh.
my cardboard. Don't take it.
Oh, it even comes with a new one of those gaskets.
That we don't even need.
Right?
Cool. Removing the first bowl right now.
Ready to see what kind of rusty horror there is inside here.
Yeah, and hopefully my music is not loud enough to trigger any copyright. Hey Google, volume down. All right, Holley, and this is the Holley Street Avenger 670. Might have to pry it a little bit.
Yeah, tap on it.
Well, see, they make carburetor stands, and I asked a couple of my buddies if they had any. It's literally just like a piece of steel with studs coming out so you can bolt it to it. There is a flathead right here. There it comes. Ooh. Look at all that.
Not as bad as I'd have thought.
Yeah, but check this out.
It's thick.
Look at that, man.
It's thick in there.
Look at that, all that rust. Holy shnikes.
Okay.
Other than that, it ain't too bad, at least. Oh, look, and a broken gasket. What a surprise.
Ah, that might have broke as I was pulling it off.
Fair enough. All right, we're going to remove the other bowl now and take a look at it as well. Then we're going to dunk these in our tray over here and clean the living crap out of them. You know what's nice, though, about that rust is that it didn't rust anything. It's just rust sitting in there. You know what I mean? No. It's literally piles of rust, dude. Look at this.
Oh, from the gas tank.
Yeah. See all of it? You can scrape that out. Looks like pookie. Like poopy dookie.
Okay. Now, this has got the power valve in it, or the
That's the
pump.
Yeah,
What do they call it?
yes, carburetor.
Yeah, they call it the carburetor.
We clearly know what we're doing. Okay. Not as bad at all.
Same thing, pretty much.
But just not as bad.
Not as
though.
bad, but definitely the same stuff.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clean these out now. Look at all that. That's coming out of the bowls. This one I just did, and it's pretty close there. And then that's the first one I did, and I'm trying to get the outsides of them cleaned up too, as best as I can. And he's getting the rest of that one right now. And then after that, we can move to taking the choke off and everything else and get to the main body where we could dip it and everything and get it all cleaned out. And now, the Bondo, man.
Which is coming.
It is coming. The only bitch of the part's going to be right there, right? Where it's got to like flare outward a little bit.
Remember where I got it fucking extra strong so it wouldn't push in?
Yeah.
Actually, when I heated it up so much, it fucking
How'd that go?
sucked it in.
Gotcha. Well, it'll come out. It'll come out.
Oh, yeah.
So it came with a special bit for these special screws for this special plate that I don't know what's behind it and what it does, because I can't tell you. I don't even know what gasket that would be. There it went. What's up? Let's see what this thing is. That's weird. Well, that's a metering plate, isn't it? That's what that's a fuel metering plate.
You're asking the wrong guy for the carburetor answer.
Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
That gasket just left all of itself behind.
Bro, hold yourself together.
This is like, that's terrible. I'll have to get a razor blade for that.
Yeah.
Or, I was gonna say that actually.
There you go.
There we go. Thank you, sir. All right, we'll have to get that cleaned up the rest of the way, and then make sure, of course, we got little fibers out and everything. I have a razor blade. We'll actually razor it, and then we're almost down to the main body. We got to take the choke off and everything.
Oh, look at the metering plate.
Well, it's got some rust cake up in it. That's fine. That's all gonna get cleaned. There we go. All right, so we got the choke out now. We're down damn near to the main body. We got to take this metering block off still.
Oh no, it's a circle clip.
And then we'll be at the just down to the main body, and then we can put it in our container and then get her to get clean. Get clean! So it looks like, yeah, it's pretty much, we don't have much left here to get down to the main body. Let's get to it. This is how we do it. This thing's gonna be top notch once we're done here. I can't wait. And Bondo! God, look at all the Bondo. The Bondominium. We're making a mess over here.
Oh, yeah, dude. That much Bondo?
How many cans of this do you have, by the way?
Just one, I can get more.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna go to the shed and fetch whatever else I got, because I probably have more out there. I'm gonna go ahead and he's getting all the stuff out of the inside of the carburetor, all the old gunk, gasket material, rust, everything.
That.
All right. Now we're reassembling.
It was sitting like this.
Yeah, this end sits forward on the
So
truck.
it was this bowl then. Had to be. Because I put that bowl on that side and that bowl on that side. And when I started taking it apart, I had it like that.
Should be right then.
Now, before we put these on, first off, we need the gasket for this bowl.
Mm-hmm. Which should be this one.
And we need the bolts and the little gaskets for the bolt caps.
And all that. And this is where we're at right now. Derek said that he fucked himself over, basically. Making too much strength behind it, so he needs to use an air hammer to knock it back into shape, and that's where we're at with that.
This part's right here.
Right there?
It's supposed to have a lot more curve. As you can see, that's metal.
Yeah.
I made it a little too strong.
Gotcha. First, a little bit of that in there.
I gotta get this to punch through, though. I need something to lubricate it with, just a little bit.
Yeah, I have silicone lube right there, lithium grease. There's the big stringy white stuff, so it's, yeah. Alright, so yeah, now we're in the process of reassembling the carburetor right now. And after we get it assembled, we're going to bolt it back on the truck and see if we successfully rebuilt the carburetor in like a day. We are obviously not dipping this or anything like that. We're doing it semi-sloppy because fuck it. But all in all, it still should be good. I mean, we replaced everything in the carburetor. So basically, yeah, that's about it. All right, we've got the other side is complete. We got the new gaskets on and all the clean components going back on this side. And then
Right there, Rick.
yeah, you're good. We have to reinstall the secondary, the vacuum secondary, the choke, and then I think that's everything back on it. And then we just got to mount it back on the truck.
Now I know why they've got this special bit.
Why?
Torque limiting. You can only push torque so hard on it before it slips.
It's really interesting of them to actually do. That's pretty cool. Well, good deal. Now let's check in on Derek over here. How's it going, buddy?
I was waiting for you so I can make some noise.
Oh, you want to make a noise? Make some noise.
Right.
Chris just got done putting the vacuum secondary back together with all new internals and the new gaskets and everything. We're putting that back on. Derek's still over here working.
It's always fun.
I went ahead and took the liberty of trying to get the intake manifold as shined up as possible, get all the gas staining off of it and everything. I'm probably going to clean that a little more, but I got the surface also cleaned off and ready for a new gasket to go down with the carburetor to go back on it. Then we just got to hook a couple things up on the engine and we'll be ready to fire it up and see how it runs. All right, hot my booty up here. I'm just tightening up all the bolts, and then we just got to hook the throttle back up, the choke back up, fuel line back up. I have a new fuel filter to put in it, and then we can fire it up and see if it runs any better. Our luck, it's either not going to start at all or gas is just going to go splashing everywhere. So, got those tight. Now we just got to put a couple other things on and we'll fire this fucking thing up. All right, we got everything hooked up. So now we're going to pump the gas pedal a couple times and see if we get it to fire up. Here, Chris.
Did you, throttle cable?
Throttle cable's hooked up, fuel line's hooked up. It's that key. Yeah, I still have your... Oh, wait, hold on, Chris.
Yep.
I don't have the return spring on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, now it's on. Give it like 4 pumps. And give it a shot. Pump her up. All right, let off. All right, go ahead. Flip the choke up. Now try. All right, hold up. Flip the choke off. There she is. Oh, stop, stop, shut off, shut off, shut off, shut off, shut off. Oh, yeah. It ran for a second.
Where's it leaking?
It starts coming up out of here.
Oh.
All right, guys, we're gonna have to figure out why gas is coming out of there. All right, so we had to fix the needle and seat back here, and now we got it, and the truck's running perfect. It's smoking a little bit, but it's running perfect.